So anyone wanna tell some ghost stories? I think.
Yeah, I'll go first. I'll start her off. Alright. What was a stormy, rainy, dark night? The rain, chimed against the windows as young Timmy tried to sleep. But he had no luck sleeping. Though was his dog, Nyla. Nyla was a border collie. 5 years old, still going. As small Timmy drifted asleep to the rain pattering against the window, so did Nyla. But Timmy woke up to an abrupt knocking noise. Timmy just thought it was the rain, or something clattering against the window. No thought of it. Neither did his dog Nyla. Nyla didn't even make noise nor peep. Timmy went back to bed, and as soon as he was about to drift off into Wonderland, the noise started again. Timmy, though this time, got a bit worried, but his dog Nyla didn't at all. He got up to check his window and saw something. Just a tree branch, he thought. But it wasn't a tree branch. No. Timmy was all wrong. It was a man with some torn up clothes knocking on the window. Although it looked just like a little tree outside of his window, like there always was. But in this case, it wasn't. Timmy didn't realize that it was a man. He thought it was just a little tree, a little stub in the ground, sticking out. Timmy went back to bed. Thought nothing of it. Then all of a sudden, he heard loud knocking on his front door. Very loud. Timmy shot up, ran to his door, locked it. His dog Nyla, going crazy, barking, howling, everything, running around the room, panting. Timmy was alone that night as his parents were out spending the night in a hotel for a little vacation. Timmy had no self-defense whatsoever, nor was he a big buff guy. He was just a small twig.
I'm sorry, that got me.
Shoot, I'm kind of stumped you ruined it.
I was trying not to laugh the entire time when he said not a big buff guy.
Though, at certain angles, you can see his biceps, that's all. Timmy heard his door creak open, or his front door creak open. Timmy got very scared. He started dialing his parents' number. As soon as he dialed it and clicked call, his phone died. He never plugged it into the charger whenever he went to bed. Timmy had nothing to defend himself whatsoever. He heard footsteps running up the stairs. Timmy's room was the only room that had its door shut and locked. Timmy knew that there was nothing he could do. Timmy couldn't jump out of his window either because of the fall. It was too big of a fall. Timmy was scared what would happen to him and his dog Nyla, trying to protect him. He had nothing. Not even a stick to defend himself. Nothing. Timmy could hear heavy breathing right outside of his door. And then stopped. Nothing. Nothing was there. The breathing stopped. The rain stopped. The storm stopped. Wind stopped howling. Nothing. Silent. Dog Nyla froze. She had no clue how to react. Neither did he. He stayed up all night under his blankets, holding his dog Nyla tightly. Scared. His phone finally had enough battery to call his mom and dad. When mom and dad picked up, rushed back home. Front door was locked. No trace of anybody being in the house. No footsteps, no nothing. No footprints, no nothing. Then, one day, as Timmy finally got over that horrid, so he calls it nightmare, he looked to his window, and on the window was a handprint, and in blood saying, "You're next."
Dun, dun, dun. I was trying not to laugh because my dog was snoring so loud, and then you said the buff guy thing, and I was like, I can't. Okay,
I
you
really
up
have any clue where I was going with that.
You up next?
I'll go.
Okay.
Alright. Want you to buy this Gandhi? No, it's not about a guy named Gandhi.
Oh shoot. Ambassador Gandhi?
No.
Oh
Once
shoot.
upon a time, there was a man.
Oh shoot.
His name was Mr. Perkins.
Oh shoot.
Dang.
It was late, and a mere worker at McDonald's, just closing up for the night when the power shut down. And he heard boom, 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 and then the power flickered back on. He thought, it must be nothing. It's just the power, you know. These companies don't really pay what they should to keep the power bill on. But then it did it again, and again he heard boom, boom. But it was even louder this time, as if it was right outside the building. He heard a creak as if something was leaning or pushing against the building, and he assumed it was the wind. And then he heard He was thoroughly scared, so he ran to the bathroom and locked the door. As he heard the door burst open, and a fat, gurgling man come inside, screaming, "I need food!" He was shivering. He had no idea what to do. And then it went silent. And just like that, boom! Perky was banging on the bathroom door. He's like, "Let me in! I know you got my food!" To this day, no one knows how that story ended. Did Perky get his food?
Profusely raped.
Where is oh.
Oh shoot! Oh shoot!
There's rappers.
I'm stuck.
No, explore no, not now.
Bunnies. 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 Bunnies.
How are you not dead? Alright, cool. Now we're pretty